and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Vagan is an enthusiastic singer, and he is one of the students in Spring ISD who needs special teaching. The Spring ISD Special Services program makes sure that his voice is heard in Lisa Marilot's SILK class.
SILK stands for Structured Integrated Learning Classroom, and it's a program that we have in Spring ISD for students who have very high-functioning autism. The main priority is working on their social skills. Oftentimes these students are very academic and can even go on into college.
Snap it.
Forgiveness.
Stomp it.
Forgiveness.
The difference between SILK and structured learning. Structured learning is a language-based program. A lot of our students in structured learning are nonverbal, so we're really working on getting them language. It often helps them with their behaviors. It's about them learning to look at the teacher, to focus, and to follow directions in a group. So I feel like a huge part of their education is to work on those social skills with them, help them understand how to talk things out with people.
Okay, I forgive you. But may you pick up your toys?
Yes, I will.
I do a lot of skits, role-playing, because I feel like if they're acting it out, they're getting it a little bit more than just watching me do it.
Woo! Way to go, Bacon and Austin. Way to go. Woo, woo!
Success doesn't have to stay inside the classroom. The community-based vocational instructional program is helping students learn outside of the classroom.
You just saw scenes from one of our sites. We have approximately 12 training sites in the district, and at these sites we train students the behaviors that are needed to keep and find a job. We also teach specific tasks: how to dress appropriately, how to show up on time, how to act and behave on the job site, how to interact with peers that they're working with, and how to interact with a supervisor. We found that if students have paid employment while they're still in high school, they tend to have paid employment afterwards.
A space, A space, A space.
Aww. Good job.
Maya is working on reading and writing. A teacher for students with visual impairments is helping her read with her fingers.
It has teeth, lives in the ocean.
A shark?
A shark. What's the first letter?
On this day, Maya's fingers are learning about an ocean that her eyes will not let her see.
Well, let's just read this first and see what it says.
Justin can't make it to a classroom, but Spring ISD provides homebound services that bring the lessons to him.
And what do we say at the end of the story? The end.
Justin is learning. Darth Vader and the Special Services Department make sure of it. The Special Services staff makes sure that students are learning all over the district.
D says dinosaur.
At Beneke Elementary, it is time for the ABCs in this PPCD class.
Y says yo-yo.
And Joseph learns about punctuation.
What are those called? Quotation marks?
Yeah.
And they're going to hug what you say. They hug what you say.
One what? One? Good job. Thank you. That was very good.
In this Reynolds Elementary CBI class, it's time for a lesson on time.
40.
So what time is it?
It's 2:40.
Good job. Thank you very much.
How much is the nickel?
5. Good job.
Technology is speaking up for some students when expressing an answer is harder than finding it.
1 nickel 5 dime 10 quarter 25.
Good job, Jay.
We have our structured learning classroom where we have some of our more profound autistic students who are served. The teacher in that classroom is actually certified in deaf education, and many of those students are nonverbal, so they do some sign language in that class and integrate those students as well into as many activities as possible so that there's a full inclusion opportunity.
Back at Spring High School, the lava is flowing along with the learning.
The unit we're in, we're studying plate tectonics and effects of that. So one of those is volcanoes. So today in the lab we were looking at volcanoes, eruptions, how the volcanoes are built in the 2 different stations.
In this co-teach setting, there are 2 stations. Both the special ed and the general ed teacher are instructing all students. The two instructors make sure that everyone is learning together.
There you go.
Okay, so what do I do on the sides?
I would do, since you're only going up to 12, I would do ones on the side.
It makes it easier to learn when I have co-teachers. It helps me understand. They break it down in some subjects and they make it really easy for you to learn.
Making it really easy to learn is what these two teachers work hard to achieve. Sharing a class means these teachers are listening to the students and to each other.
You definitely get more one-on-one interactions because there's two people in the room. And so they're getting 2 points of view about any topic that we're doing.
And so when I say something, or vice versa, if it's the other way around, then we've got them going, Eureka! Maybe I didn't understand when Miss Rocha said, or maybe I didn't understand what Miss Lenny said, but when I combine those two thoughts, now we've got a story.
It's our classroom, there are students, and I think if you approach it from that level, I mean, that's what we did, and I just think it's made it.
It's been very effective.
From the high school lab to the elementary classroom, co-teaching classrooms are finding success.
Is it the same though?
No.
No.
Okay. What's different?
There are so many benefits to having two teachers in the classroom. It allows us to really service the children completely. There's always one of us available to go to a child that needs additional help. And it also gives us a chance to really learn from each other.
What else? Same or different? Either one. Let's see, Julia.
The students here work on a Venn diagram to find out what is different and what is alike about their co-teachers. But there is still one more thing that these two teachers share.
I think we both respect each other as teachers and as people. It's not about me, it's not about Miss Kepke, it's about the kids and what's going to be the best for them.
Sounding it out. Scary pumpkin. What does it begin with?
Yeah, I think what we're finding with the kids that are in this particular classroom is that they're lacking a lot of social skills. They can't problem solve their way through situations with their peers. So in our big classroom, we focus on the academics, we focus on those social skills components. We have to teach them that there's some intrinsic value to learning and being productive and cooperating with their peers.
It makes them more accountable for their work because they're actually asking for help. It's a safe place for them to ask for help in, and then it becomes routine, and then they just do it automatically.
Special education has changed dramatically over the years since I've been in Spring ISD. We've really made strides over the last 10 to 15 years to make sure that we're serving students with special needs as much as possible in the general ed setting. What I've seen as a teacher and as an administrator in the last several years is that the academic levels of our special needs students have risen dramatically as they are being held on par with their non-disabled peers. We're definitely moving in the right direction.
Here we try to do what's best for kids. A big thing that I like to say as a leader is we don't do what's convenient for adults. We always keep what's best for kids first.